Welcome back, Tribe. Have one here from Financial Times. Young women fall out of love with dating app. Let's see why. It says Gen Z is a priority for Tinder and Bumble, but threats and unsolicited material from potential suitors often turn users off. Dating apps such as Tinder and Bumble are exploring extra features and new branding to attract more Gen Z women in response to warnings that female users are suffering from burnout on matchmaking platforms. Imagine that. While men are swiping indiscriminately trying to get a match, someone that's not a bot or a cave troll or a land whale, women are getting burned out for the incredible amounts of choices they have to make. Isn't that wild? Match Group, which has more than 40 dating brands, including Tinder, Hinge, and Bumble, which also owns Badoo and Fruits, have both I wonder who uses that one. Have both said they plan to boost content moderation and introduce other tools to improve women's experiences. Surveys have consistently shown a gender disparity among dating app users. While some women have reported concerns about receiving unsolicited material and violent threats while using the services. Regardless, and they're all trying all this new stupid shit. Remember how Bumble used to make you wait on the woman to message you first? And now they have a stupid feature that empowers women even more from the dreadful first initiating message that they have to make. It's so stressful to say, hey, and they switched it up. So now they have something apparently where they can send you a prompt that asks a question like, what would you do with $1 million? And once you both answer, it reveals what your response is. And that's how the conversation gets started. Bro, they can't even do the simple task of just saying hello. These are the people they're catering to. And notice they're focusing on women. Surveys have consistently shown a gender disparity among dating app users. While some women have reported concerns about receiving unsolicited material and violent threats while using the services. Solving these problems is crucial for the sector as the biggest players are under pressure to lure back investors. Shares in both 7.8 billion Match Group and 1.5 billion Bumble have fallen more than 80% from their highs in 2021. Yes, and you know why? The real reason this shit is stopped working is because they gatekeep matches. They implore chasing the dragon effect, which is essentially they show you all the hottest profiles and then all the slump busters get shown. And they also create fake profiles of really hot women to get men to lure them into spending money thinking they match with them. You ever match with a bunch of women and nobody responds? Quite a few of those are actually fake profiles by the company themselves, incentivized to get you hooked into paying for premium features. It's bullshit. When I was using Tinder back in the day, I still have it. But when I was actually using it and it was working properly before the gatekeeping, before the algorithm, before you had a little secret ELO score, before all the pay to win features were pretty much instituted, it worked incredibly, bro. Imagine a Tinder whose only function is to show you people nearby. That's it. No making money, no premium features, no algorithms, no secret scores. I was getting 1 million matches. Other dudes were getting 1 million matches. Normal dudes, average dudes, ugly dudes. It didn't matter. When Tinder hit the scene, everybody was getting matches, and that app was exploding in popularity. It was nuts. There was nothing else like it. Then what happened? They ruined it with monetization. All of a sudden, you needed premium to swipe on more profiles. All of a sudden, if you wanted to be seen above everybody else, you needed premium to get that done. Oh, if you wanted your like to be at the top of all the likes, you got to be a premium member to do all that. They basically dried it up for every single man out there. And unless you're in like the top 5%, you're extremely handsome, like an outlier, your profile is never going to get seen by anybody after like 24 hours. There's a little vesting period of 24 hours where you get shown, and the app works in a very like restricted state before they completely turn the spigot off. And that's how they get you into purchasing and paying for more. They go, oh, 24 hours is up. Turn off the spigot completely. Make him get no matches. Got to spend money. Hey, you would be seen if you get the premium. Hey, if you get the elite. Hey, if you get the diamond. Hey, if you get the whatever. It's all bullshit. It's a waste of money. If someone were to make a free version of these apps that didn't require money and somehow could fund themselves through donations or something, they would absolutely crush these apps because they completely control who they show to you instead of actually showing the people within the distance you've selected. So stupid. So they've lost more than 40 billion and 18 billion respectively, and they're going to keep crashing. Nobody likes to use these apps anyway. You can go on Instagram and just DM people. Honestly, you probably have a better shot than using these crap apps. Gen Z and women, and women's experience in particular, is our top priority. Told you it's about women. I haven't even read this article, dude. We're going through it live. Instead, Match Group Chief Executive Bernard Kim responding to a question about Tinder during the company's latest earning calls. They're literally the most critical demographic for all dating apps. No shit. And you're making it impossible for men to use the apps. So they're stopping all the payments as well. It's like the club scene, man. The bar and the nightclub prioritizes getting women in. As long as women are present and using the app, men will spend money. Just like the bar, you get girls to walk in for free. There's no price for them at the door. As long as there's hot chicks in the club, dancing, having fun, music's blasting, men will go and spend money. Really, what they're saying is we need to keep hot women on these platforms so our spenders, the men, keep making us money. What's really happening here when you see $40 billion and $18 billion losses, that's from men being fed up with the dating apps and not using them anymore. They're just saying, we got to figure out how to keep the women. No, the men have been leaving. The men are going their own way and refusing to use dating apps. The men, we've talked about it a million times, dating apps are a waste of time. Dating apps don't function how they should. Dating apps are a pay-to-win concept nowadays. It's all about extracting profits from men. Women don't pay for any of that shit. Women don't have premium subscriptions to any of these dating apps. They just swipe from the top 100 that they get that day if they even use up the 100 swipes. Vast majority of them are left, maybe once in a while. That's how picky they are. They never have a need for the premium functions. They're actually focused on the wrong people. They should make the men's experiences easier and easier, which means less and less money for them. But you can't say that. Can't admit that. Got to squeeze every freaking penny you can out of the men that you have left using these apps. So yes, just like the bar scene, you got to keep the hot chicks there or no one's trying to pay to go to your club. Tinder, the world's dominant dating app, has since its launch 2012 popularized the function that allows users to accept or reject potential partners with the swipe of a smartphone screen. 10-year-old Bumble, meanwhile, has positioned itself as a female-focused alternative where women took the initiative to start conversations. Yeah, and that already changed. Relationship-focused Hinge has branded itself as the app designed to be deleted. And by the way, Hinge even added a new function too where I believe they punish you for matching people but not responding back or not going on dates. So they're trying to combat the whole ghost matches where you match people and they don't message you back, put in any effort. Okay, yeah, so here it is. Had to look it up. It says no more boo-hooing. Hinge is now ghost busting. The popular dating app recently announced its latest update to ban ghosting and help singles overcome dating app fatigue. Hinge's new Your Turn Limits feature will help daters to limit unanswered messages. See, so they're trying to ban ghosting. What do you think does the majority of the ghosting, guys? Come on. And these graphs are showing the price drops for these companies, Match Group and Bumble. They're tumbling and it looks like they're bottoming out, which is a good sign because it means men are using these less and less, paying for the features less and less. And that's causing frustration with women, causing them to leave the apps because there's less options, less choices, less matches. Your app isn't working as intended. Are you surprised? They're going to blame it on other market forces and like the pandemic and just like the changing cultures. And no, bro, your app is shit. It doesn't work. That's the problem. And the key here is it doesn't work for average men. A recent poll by market research from Mintel found that 47% of men aged between 18 and 34 in the UK had used a dating website or app in the year to December, compared with 25% of women of the same age. Similar but less pronounced disparity was found amongst older respondents. Trying to engage young women is the biggest struggle for dating apps, said Rebecca McGrath, Associate Director for Media and Tech. Significant gender skews means it's harder for men to find matches, and subsequently, women often become bombarded, making the experience worse for all. No, you don't get bombarded. You only get to choose which man you want to go on a date with by swiping right. It's an automatic match. You see how they skew the reality of what's really happening with their dating apps. It's harder for men to find matches. That's the truth. The lie is women often become bombarded. No, you can't match a person until they match you back. Women are choosing which men to match, and it's always the men they want, the top 5%. The truth is, it's hard for men to get matches because everything is behind a paywall. It's not that women don't use dating apps. It's not that they don't want to use dating apps. It's that even handsome men are not using dating apps anymore. People are basically dating off Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok. The pure dating apps are being replaced because they're so money hungry and greedy. The sector's leading platforms have openly targeted women in recent marketing. Bumble sparked outrage after its latest advertising campaign, which directly addressed women, had withdrawn from online dating, was criticized for mocking those who were not sexually active. The adverts, which started appearing on billboards in April, featured slogans such as "Thou shalt not give up on dating and become a nun," and "A vow of celibacy is never the answer. Yes, be a hoe. Be a strong independent. I just give my body out to everybody. My temple is your temple. Use me as you please. Oh, master. Oh, Chadronius the First." This is so ridiculous. The backlash prompted Bumble to apologize this month. They don't give a shit. "We have heard the concerns shared about the ad's language and understand that, rather than highlighting a current sentiment towards dating, it may have had a negative impact on some of our community." Bullshit corporate speak, said a spokesperson. Match Group and Bumble each emphasized their efforts to engage female users in their latest corporate earnings call. "Our number one job is to help our customers find connections," bullshit, "and elevate women's experiences." "We need more hot chicks. Guys aren't paying anymore," said Lydianne Jones, who took over as Bumble's chief executive in January. That's a sinking ship. Good job, Jones. Tinder has in recent years lost to smaller rivals, including fellow Match Group brand Hinge, which is more popular amongst Gen Z. The number of paid subscribers on Tinder fell to under 10 million in the 3 months to March, a sixth consecutive quarterly decline. Good job, boys. Monthly active users, the majority of whom use the app's free services, have fallen steadily since 2021. Good job, fellas, according to the figures from Sensor Tower. Good. And you know why? Because at one point, here's what Tinder was. You're swiping on chicks and they literally have their Cash App in their profiles or their Instagram handles on their profiles. All they were doing for is just fishing for followers, for attention. No intention of dating whatsoever. How many of you guys ran across profiles and it was like, "If you want to get my attention, cash at me," or "Cash at me if you want to stand out"? Are you shitting me, bro? Ridiculous. Bumble also showed a first quarter drop in the number of active users. Data from the app tracking service showed even though paid subscribers remained steady. And here's their drop in active users. All right. The decline in users comes as reports increase of so-called dating app fatigue. A survey by Bumble, for example, found that 70% of women using the app experience burnout. God, it must be so hard having so many choices and getting pumped and dumped. And I'm so burnt out from Chad kicking me out and telling me to go get an Uber. I can't sleep over. I thought he liked me. This businessman flew me out to the next state over. I stayed at his fucking yacht. He violated every hole. I thought we were meant for one another. Why has he ghosted me after flying me back? I thought we had a special moment. Idiots. Oh, here's the Bumble thing. At the end of April, Bumble rolled out an opening moves feature, which enabled women to add prompts to their profiles for the potential suitors to answer. You see how much cowards they are, bro. You can't even say hello. And women demand men on dating apps be so smooth and slick with oh my God, incredible openers that they'll never forget. And the guy's got to put in 10x, 1,000x the work to keep the conversation going. Meanwhile, most chicks on Bumble go "Hi, hey," or a GIF saying hello. Wow. The product, which the company said would lighten the load of initiating a chat. Ugh, it's so difficult to talk. Marks a break from Bumble's previous model, which required women to actively begin all conversations. We've seen rapid adoption of opening moves, cowards, and positive feedback from women, who are the target audience for this product update. So less and less men are going to be using your shit app anyway. Match Group has also explored tools to facilitate the uptake of Tinder, including an AI photo selection feature currently in testing, which analyzes a user's personal photo album and automatically selects these which best showcase their personalities for their profile. Kim said this would reduce barrier to entry for using Tinder. Yeah, please go through my entire album, violate my privacy completely so you can pick the photos for me and store them all on your server and sell all my information to more advertisers. Awesome. Both Bumble and Match Group highlighted improving content moderation as a tool to improve women's engagement and satisfaction. And by the way, this AI bullshit's going to come to chat as well. They're going to have the built-in feature that helps you finish sentences or start sentences or get ideas for what to write for people. You're going to be talking. It's basically going to end up being, and I'll be surprised if they don't make this a premium fucking feature too. If it's just you utilizing the AI and her utilizing the AI, and it's just two bots talking to each other. And that's how the conversation is going. And then when you meet this person in person on the date, they're a complete bag of rocks. I'm an Aquarius in retrograde. You're an asparagus fire sign. Wow. But the conversation was like a college level grad PhD research student having the most amazing conversation. Sorry, bro, you're talking to ChatGPT, not the actual person. Shit is going to be funny. And both Bumble and Match Group highlighted improving content moderation as a tool to improve women's engagement and satisfaction. Great. Basically, get ugly men off the apps. All right. 2023. Content moderation. Let me spell that out for you. Translated to undesirables. Okay. Tinder said in February it was expanding its own identity verification program, which compares a video selfie with a passport. Bro, they want your personal information now, or driver's license, as well as images on a user's profile. Bumble, which already offered a similar feature, said it had enhanced its computer vision model for likeness comparison in the first quarter in order to improve verification. Wow. Go on. Give up your passport and driver's license to use a fucking dating app. Match Group's Kim said Tinder's rebrand in 2023 was expected to have some positive impact on users, particularly women and Gen Z. He noted, however, the paid subscriber growth would come primarily from product innovation. God damn, they just can't say men. It comes from men. Can't say that. Damn it, Kim. We can't say that it's men that are paying for all this shit and we still don't let the app function for them properly. We got to get them to keep paying for more. Can't say that. We're targeting men in their wallets. Can't say that. Product innovation. Let's switch up the logo. Ask for their private information like passport and driver's license. That way we can permaban all the undesirables on the app, and we're going to create a utopia where it's only hot, sexy people matching with each other. Yeah, while the losers are paying for an app that won't work for them because we're just going to blacklist them from matches and feed them a cave troll here and there. Wild. He noted, however, that product innovation, which includes improving profile quality, moderation, and the accuracy of its algorithmic matchmaking, keep the undesirables from being seen. Tinder chief executive Bozo said in March, "My goal is to make sure if you're a woman and you show up, you see somebody you want to match with every time you're in the app." Yeah, basically shoot up the Chads and Tyrones to the top of her list. Great. The Beta Bob and Bug sandwiches, we're going to have to sweep them under the rug where they belong. Invisible. Wow. Tremendous. I mean, look, dating apps test just how much users will pay for love. Tinder struggles to attract younger users. AI entering the dating pool. Yada, 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 man. These people will never learn. Hopefully you see through the veil of all their bullshit corporate and marketing speak. Understand that you're the target as a man. They don't give a shit about making the app work. It's against their interests financially. You have to stay on there and keep spending. Why would these people help you actually match and find love? It's the antithesis to their entire existence of their corporate structure. Profits over love. How do we keep these guys paying? Well, make sure they never find the person they should be looking for. I wouldn't be surprised if their algorithms have gotten good enough that the actual profiles that would be a good match for you is the ones that they basically gatekeep the most. They're incentivized to make it as shitty as possible for you as a man. That's the problem with these apps. The moment they go pay to win is the moment it should no longer be used by a man. Again, stop using dating apps. You might as well try on Instagram, my friend. Build a cool Instagram profile, highlights of your life, all that stuff, and shoot your shot there in the DMs. It's free. Anyways, we'll see you guys on the next one.